Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our classic Doctor Who reaction. This is Short Live, and my name is Matt. So, yeah, we're doing it again. We do this classic Doctor Who reactions once a month, and this month we're doing a sixth Doctor story. So, what I want to say is that the Sixth Doctor is probably the era of the Doctor that I am the least familiar with. I would have said the third Doctor and the second Doctor as well, but I have watched already one episode for each of those on the channel. Last month we watched Second Doctor, we watched Tomb of the Cybermen, that was pretty fun. Now we're doing a Sixth Doctor story, Colin Baker. So we're doing Vengeance on Varos, and to my understanding, this is one of his best stories. I don't know because I haven't seen any of these. But I also know that there is apparently a format change in the way this work because they changed it for this season and I think the next one too, where episodes instead of being 25 minutes, now they are 45 minutes. So they're pretty much twice as long. So on this story, we're going to be watching two episodes of 45. So it's like a modern era Doctor Who, but it's a two-parter. So that's what we're doing. And I do like modern era two-parters. Like, I actually do like that flow a lot more than the, like, 4 25 minutes one. So we'll see how this goes. The other thing I know is that the Sixth Doctor era of the show is probably the most divisive. Yeah, it's the one that a lot of people were like, what are we doing here? Because, like, honestly, if you look at the Sixth Doctor, your first thought is, what the fuck? Not because of Colin Baker, but because of the outfit that they gave to him. And if my understanding of it is correct, he had like no input on that shit. He actually wanted to wear something more like the Ninth Doctor, more like what Chris Eccleston got to wear. But they just forced that, like, it's not a clown outfit, but it's very colorful and it's like, what the fuck are we doing outfit? So that's what we had to work with. And immediately you get like, what the fuck? And I also saw like the regeneration scenes for Colin Baker. I mean, Peter Davison to Colin Baker. And I think he was kind of an asshole as soon as he woke up. So I'm just like, okay, I can tell that like people would immediately be like, what the fuck is this guy on about, right? So immediate for bad impression for everything, from attitude to like the outfits he's wearing. But to my understanding also, his era of the show was actually planned to be more of a character arc storyline that would span across several seasons, which is something similar that they did with the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, and he ended up being my favorite Doctor. So so the era of the Sixth Doctor is also gonna be like very like bittersweet because the thing is that we'll never actually get to see that character arc ever come to fruition because he was kicked out of the show essentially. Like, BBC didn't even like the show, they didn't like him, so they were like, fuck it, you're gone. This guy comes in next, which is McCoy, and I love McCoy, but he didn't even film a regeneration scene. I think he actually wanted to, like, I think people say that he declined, but remember reading that he declined because he didn't want to take any spotlight away from McCoy. He was just like, no, like, my time is over, so fuck it, it's over. Make sure the other guy is in, like, so people don't get confused that it's gonna be me again, when in reality it's this guy. He's the star of the show, so put the attention on him. I think he wanted to record a regeneration scene for the final episode of the season he was in, rather than the first of the new season, but they didn't allow him that, so we just didn't get that. And we get the most awkward regeneration scene, which is where he just hits his head on the floor and then they turn him around, and it's McCoy with a wig, but they put a bunch of like weird effects on his face so people wouldn't notice, and then it's McCoy. Like, that was weird. But that's all I know about the Sixth Doctor. Yeah, Like, I know his personality is a little bit difficult, maybe. His outfit is even more so difficult. But I think he probably did a pretty alright job. But I don't know. I haven't seen it. So let's fix that. Let's go and watch Vengeance on Varos. Oh, wow. Yeah, what number of serial is this? It's season 22, serial 2. Yeah, serial 2. Yeah, so we're doing that. We're watching Doctor Who Classic, season 22, serial 2, Vengeance on Varos. Let's go. By the way, I don't know how the airing of this is gonna be, but I just did like a hour and 40 minutes video where I did nothing but watch the Doctor Who intros across the years and rank them on like a tier list. So that is a video that is just about to come out and like or already has came out. But the 6 Doctor intros are kind of nasty. They're really good. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna be hyped for these. So yeah, let's go. Look at all those lights coming in. The smile. Let's fucking go. So a prisoner.
Be running short of people to laser eyes.
Yeah.
He's not hurt. He's only acting.
Never. Governor's punching vote tonight.
Voting. His governor calls a punching every time he wants to change his trousers. As soon as he gets ruled out, the better. When did we last see a decent execution?
Last week.
What?
The blind man.
That was a repeat.
It wasn't. You're thinking of that infiltrator. He wasn't blind. Not at the beginning, anyway.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't believe it.
I haven't told you what I've done yet.
You sound confident. I don't want to know. Twice managed to get yourself lost in the TARDIS corridors, wiped the memory of the flight computer, and jettisoned 3/4 of the storage hold. You even managed to burn dinner last night.
Well, I have never said I was perfect. That was an unfortunate accident.
Okay, what the fuck is this alien?
Little, please.
My people deserve fair prices for the Zeiton 7 all.
What the fuck is this gross slug?
With my cooperation.
God, it reminds me of the Love and Monsters dude.
That is enterprising.
The people are anxious for a decision on the new price of our product.
Negotiations between ourselves and Galtron Mining are far from complete. The broadcast must be delayed.
Impossible. The rules must be obeyed by governors as well as prisoners.
What is the difference? We must have an increase of price. We must.
Perhaps the next governor will be more sensible of reality.
I am the governor. You deal with me.
But tonight, you must place yourself at the mercy of the votes of your people.
What now?
That's interesting. Not to say arresting.
Where are we?
Neither here nor there. Materialized into actual and temporal void.
Yes, but why won't it move?
This is the one problem the TARDIS cannot overcome. Like all things in the universe, you cannot move without power.
We can. Don't give up, please.
No, it's all right for you, Perry.
Me? Why is it okay for me?
You've only got one life. You'll age here in the TARDIS and then die. Me? I shall go on regenerating until all my lives are spent.
It's weird how it's like, well, we're done.
As always, I seek ways to market the resources of our poor planet.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Get to the point.
Shut your
Okay.
mouth.
Those who wish to fight alongside me for a prosperous tomorrow, vote yes to a 10% reduction of our food rations. Those who wish for full bellies today and nothing to eat tomorrow have the option to punch their no button.
Right.
He's gonna vote for her too, isn't he? Well, never mind. Ooh. Those people voted nope. Well then. So they're just gonna execute him there? Is this how this system works?
Yes, he's going. Yes, he snuffed it.
Has he?
Hmm?
Oh, next time. Next time for sure.
That's 3 losing votes in a row.
Wow.
Soon, your death will be apparent.
Why is it so gross? Why does he have to do that?
I suggest you do something to please, to entertain, to please the people, just to give yourself time to recover your strength.
Here, a little something to stop you sighing like a steam engine.
What is it?
TARDIS manual. I found it in the workshop, propping open a
TARDIS
vent.
manual. How many pages long it is? I bet it's bigger on the inside too.
Might as well confirm my diagnosis. Something to pass eternity with, I suppose. Yes. Hold on. Don't lose the place. And don't give up hope. Not yet.
He still insists that.
The order for your husband's execution has just been received.
Okay.
When is it?
Tonight, 8.
Soon.
Jondar was your friend.
Before he rebelled against orders.
The descendants of the original officers still rule. By fear, where the spectacle of death our only entertainment. That is what Jondar found. What he learnt. That is why they want to kill him.
Doctor, it's working!
With the last vestiges of our emergency power booster. Enough for a limited flight, no further. The thing that depresses me most of all is that the transitional elements have lost the capacity to generate orbital energy and must be replaced.
Well, how long would that take?
No time at all. If we can obtain enough Zyton 7 to reline the trans-power system, I suppose if we use the emergency power booster to bypass the failing circuits, we could just reach the planet of Varos in the constellation of Cetes.
Okay.
Of yourself as well.
What the fuck is this outfit? What the fuck is that dude?
I therefore permit your execution to proceed.
When will this be, Chief Officer?
At 8 o'clock. You have ample time to compose yourself for eternity. All of 5 short minutes. You have your anti-hallucination helmet.
Yes, sir.
What's gonna happen? Oh, the doctor. They're gonna arrive. It's gonna be weird. Just as everyone else left.
Ah, who's this coming to welcome us?
It's a guy with a gun. Nope.
Control.
Cheers.
Senior Guard Meldak 239. Report of fault on anti-hallucination helmet.
He's like, no, this is not real. Oh, that means that they're gonna start hallucinating, aren't they? That bald motherfucker looks like Eggman, Dr. Eggman from Sonic.
Hi.
Not interrupting anything.
I know how this place works. I know you are but a product of my mind, and I choose to resist you to know that you cannot exist.
Quite right.
Control, control. My anti-hallucin switch is suffering malfunction. Permission to withdraw.
That's what we've come to fix, isn't that right, Perry?
Yes, sure.
Let me have it.
Doctor, careful!
Why would he even... Okay.
Go!
Hey.
Right, now the other one.
Not directly. We're gonna put the laser going in the... so they can't walk... Well...
Laser connection.
The fading away machine. Like, I thought that would be smarter than to literally just walk into it because you can see the beam. I thought it was supposed to be like an immobilizer, like, oh, you can't walk through here. But no.
Run, go on, run!
Oh, they're watching the episode of Doctor Who alongside me. The world of Varos is expected in this as well, isn't it?
Want to know what this place is? This place is where the innocent are tortured, and the population gloats over our efforts to survive.
Not all enjoy. Some of us seek to help.
But for every rondel, there are 1,000 Varosians slumped over their wall screens, deadened by overwork and starvation.
Starvation? But Varos has precious mineral deposits. Zyton 7.
Yeah.
That stuff. Who wants it?
I wouldn't say no to a little.
Well, he just immediately got bodied. Alright.
Great, they're getting away.
Yeah, but wait till they meet the guards at the end of the tunnel.
No, they'll be all right. This batch of rebels are good.
I like that one. The one in the funny clothes.
Oh my god, we have a couple of live reactors within the show. This is amazing. Why can't I be in Vengeance on Varos? Yo, BBC, hit me up. If you want to do like an episode where there's reactors inside of Doctor Who, I'm down. I like Colin Baker's face. It's like,
Oh, I like this section. I wonder if they know what's waiting.
This will sort them out.
I love this live reactor cam to the episode. It's so meta to me. It's so awesome.
Of course, that's it. Close your eyes.
Okay, close your eyes.
Close them.
Everybody,
Now.
don't look at it.
It's just an illusion. Come on. But whatever
Oh,
happens,
it says that's real.
keep your eyes closed.
Yeah, not real. We Gucci. But like, this is super entertaining. Like, I like this because people wanted to see an execution to get entertained, and now they're watching an episode of Doctor Who, and now they're like, yo, this is actually pretty good. We don't need to watch people get murdered. It would be awesome if the way this story ended is that, like, the entire population has been watching the episode of Doctor Who, and then they actually, like, get involved emotionally with their goals. So then they're like, yeah, man, let's fight capitalism, because they are. So then they're like, oh, yeah.
The viewers applaud and shout with laughter as we poor fools walk towards certain death.
Who loves to what?
Almost all of Varos. It's the way the officers divert discontent, questions, thoughts of revolution.
This is a very interesting society we've set up.
But the recording of their final agonies will sell on every civilized world.
Calm down, Eggman. So they capture all three of them, save Doctor. Damn. Doctor, can you do something about it? Help us out? Well, he's trapped now. An hallucination.
Good evening.
Oh, no.
Interrupting.
The vehicle of their transport is now in the possession of my officer guard. The leader of the invaders is at this moment walking into a no-options kill center.
So that's an hallucination of a desert. Oh, he's hallucinating that he's in the desert, so he's taking his clothes off. I mean, he's sweating, isn't he? Well, whatever happens to you mentally can have a big toll on you physically as well, so...
We got anything to drink?
Maybe.
No sign of life, sir.
Dead as death.
And cut it... now.
Okay. I like that when the episode ended, they were like, and cut. Wow. But I should know that he's not really dead.
Animals.
Because if he died, he wouldn't die, he would regenerate.
He can't be dead.
No, he can't. He literally can't, because he will regenerate if he did.
Answer! Answer!
A fucking slug bitch-ass bitch. I feel like if she kicked it, it would just fall. He's alive. He's awake.
He moved.
He's moving, yeah.
Reflex.
Maybe he isn't fully dead.
And he soon will be. Here comes the acid bath.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate this bit.
Dude, they're doing Mortal Kombat fatalities on these people. What the fuck?
We need that agreement to sell the Zeiton ore to his company.
On the starvation rate he offers us.
Who else will buy our only asset?
Can't the doctor hook them up with with Gallifrey? Because clearly they are not selling. That's what he's saying. They're not selling their time travel mineral to anyone except this guy, so they have a terrible deal because nobody else wants this mineral. But if he can hook them up with the Time Lords, then maybe that's how the episode ends. That would be awesome. Is he gonna kick them into? Yeah, let's stay away from that. Get the coat.
Forgive me if I don't join you.
Yeah, just leave. That's fine.
What's the matter? Oh, you grieve for his death.
Yeah, a friend just died. Oh my god. You know what? That makes sense. Actually, this one is fucked.
The doctor. He's escaped.
How? He's dead.
Not dead. He was just pretending to be.
Okay. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. His coat is growing on me. Legitimately. Oh. okay.
Who are you? Ask. Remove it. I've seen you on the screens. You've returned from the dead.
His face is not what gives him away. It's everything else about him.
After you. I don't think so.
The doctor said we must have this
Mineral.
special metal to fix the bearings or something. So we had to come here. That's just what we did.
She's laughing at us all over the face.
What kind of people are you?
Fucked up people.
Reports, spying. Working men should be...
Yes? Yes? Go on.
Not taken seriously for the rubbish they may have spoken earlier on.
Okay, so hang.
Doctor,
You're gonna hang them.
I'm sorry, I've tried everything. I just won't believe the truth.
Truth is a very flexible commodity here on Varos, Perry. As long as things appear truthful, that's all that matters.
Reshapement and cell mutation experiment. The results to be exhibited as a warning to women who support their men in acts of violation against the regulations of Varos. I'm sorry you will be denied the sight of the ladies turning into, well, who knows what. A serpent, a griffin, a new admixture of fish and fowl.
Who is he? Why is he here?
The delegate from the Galatron Mining Corporation is here to negotiate our yearly review of market price for the ore of Varos.
Zyton ore? Zyton 7?
Yes.
I see. Thank you.
Is that all you wish to know?
For the moment. I came to this planet because I needed a new source of energy supply. My TARDIS depends for its function upon a rare and precious mineral of
Please hook them up with the
Varos.
Time Lords. This is gonna be awesome. If we save the planet.
Show you new
economy.
prosperity.
Destroy them now!
Fuck you, bitch! They were not gonna execute them anyway. It was all staged. Wasn't it?
You suspected our bluff.
I noticed your cameras weren't broadcasting.
Oh.
A real execution would have been broadcast.
I shall want to know, Syl, why you and your company have been duping Varos these many generations.
How long will the process
Please?
last?
Please don't do some weird shit to these chicks for no reason. Okay. Oh. Oh boy, that's like a bird. This is fucking weird. What happened to the other chick? She turned into a scaly. I don't know what that is.
Areta!
Yeah.
Do something!
It's probably too late.
Only probably.
It is an unstable process. Even I am not quite certain as to how it works.
Then just try stopping it!
An experiment like this has never been so advanced or so successful before.
Turn off a machine. They might still be restored to normality.
Mr. Quillen, I make formal request.
I am section controller. A permanent position. No one orders me.
But in the past, you exposed yourself to much danger, I think.
Yes? Why do you ask? How do you know?
The mask. There it is. Oh! Just destroy the machine. Will it be reversed in some way?
The final transformation is complete.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's good.
I am the Doctor, and you are Perry Perpigillium Brown.
Harry.
It's a question of re-imprinting their identities, of establishing again who they are.
Put on the
All
mask
maintenance
again,
reports
dude.
confirm This doctor must be eliminated. He smells the truth of things.
Doctor!
Chill. Silence. This is the stupidest action scene ever. How are they missing?
You must accept full responsibility for failing to quell the prison rebellion, led by this woman and her companion, the doctor.
Might I ask one favor? Let the girl go free.
I can't do that, sir.
An inquiry will be called. New governors always have inquiries. It was you, wasn't it, who showed the doctor and the rebel Jondar where the women were held captive?
I couldn't help that, sir.
They'll say you should have resisted. At least, when the vote goes against me, and the human cell disintegrator beams pour down. Kill Perry, please, to spare her from the rehabilitators.
They are happy now. So is that what that is?
I am not afraid to die.
Good.
What a fucking asshole. I think he's gonna die, yeah. And the other dude that he just talked to is gonna carry on his
Your
idea.
system is wrong.
Yeah.
We sell ourselves cheaply for nothing to such a still and his like.
Oh, he saved him! Saved him!
No! You've messed up the whole system. They'll be coming round for you, voting twice and using someone else's voting box. Both criminal offences.
Is this like the happy gas? Yeah. They're being hallucinated into walking into the deaths.
No!
The doctor said, okay.
Gone.
The doctor realized it. He broke the mind spell. Oh yeah! We saw these two on the TV earlier.
There's no time for speeches, John. Don't touch those tendrils. In.
Super
Don't allow
poisonous.
one touch.
That's asking a little bit too much. I would absolutely touch those.
Why do they want us? I noticed a pile of bones back there. I think we were on their dinner menu.
Yeah, cannibals. Didn't touch it. Oh, he's dead. And he can eat him now.
You think you can attach this string to that clump of vines without killing yourself?
Look at those two evil motherfuckers. Are they
I
gonna
wanna
be
hear
stupid
them
enough to touch those vines?
Till I'm deaf with pleasure. To see their limbs twist in excruciating agony.
Well, they did something.
The whole planet must delight in their torture and death.
An excellent scenario. Not mad about the part.
Proceed now!
I love how snarky he is. Yeah, there we go. You're done. You're all done. Yeah. That's it. It was a trap. We just took out the whole evil squad, saved the one fucking slug dude, who is just a slug, so who gives a shit, right? Okay.
Water me.
Water me.
I must look my best to assume
Moisturize
the
me.
emperorship of this.
Was that a fucking reference to this asshole? Cassandra, the last human?
Absolute power. So
God, I fucking hate this dude.
handsomely.
Like they made sure to make him as unlikable as possible. Alright, you're done.
Invasion of Varos cancelled.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
New supplies of Zyton 7 required urgently. Start shipments immediately. Pay any price asked by Varosians. 20 credits per unit.
More than double. Almost triple.
I think we'll leave the Varosians to work out their own idea of justice, Perry.
Is there nothing we can offer you in return?
The TARDIS.
Well, little Zyton 7 would be quite useful.
Oh yeah, we came for that in the first place, didn't we?
You can't leave me here.
Now you see me?
Without justice and peace and tolerance, we have no future. I know you will all work as hard as I shall for a glorious tomorrow. Thank you for allowing me into your homes.
No more executions? Torture? Nothing?
It's all changed. We're free.
What should we do?
Watch TV. Yeah, do yourself. Alright, let's go. Okay, that was a good two-parter. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay, so that was Vengeance on Varos. I did enjoy that one. It didn't have the ending that I wanted, but it's still pretty good. So I said it during the reaction, but like the ending I wanted was like the doctor contacts Gallifrey and goes like, yo, like contacts like old Gallifrey. he has a time machine, he has a TARDIS, he can do that, and he just goes like, I'm gonna hook you up with these guys, the Gallifreyans, that these Time Lord dudes. They need this material because they're gonna be building a lot of this bullshit that I have in the future. So I'm gonna hook you up with them, and then you can work out some arrangement there. But no, it was easier than that. It was the fucking Jabba the Hutt just slug man that just reminded me of the Love and Monsters dude, who was just like, moisturize me. That dude, we just kept him alive, and then we just said like, okay, so you have no one on your side anymore. So now the only terms we're gonna negotiate are terms that I want. Now that I know that the value of this shit is way higher, and now that I know that your threats are full of shit because your people decided, you know what, like, we're not gonna invade that planet. That's a stupid idea. Also, we desperately need this resource, so I'm just gonna triple the price on you. Like, I don't give a shit, man. So he just tripled the price on him, and then he went on live TV, and okay, so I'm just immediately skipping to the ending. But like okay, so he just went to live TV and he said like, okay, no more executions, no more deaths, no more chasing of people. For essentially entertainment. Like, it's a really fucked society we live in. We're not gonna do that anymore. So, and I think that at the end he was like, thank you for allowing me into your homes. And it sounds like it's like, we're done with this TV bullshit that we're doing. Like, we're just done with that. We're done with like televising everything that happens in this planet for this entertainment of everyone else. And then when it is your turn, then it's gonna be your turn. You're gonna die, but like, who gives a shit, right? You just enjoy yourself until that point. And the only entertainment you have is just like, it is just watching other people die, to the point that everyone has become desensitized to it. So that is a really an interesting society to put here, and I like how mostly on the first part we had like live cam reactions inside the show. Like, we had that woman and that one dude that had no business in the plot. They didn't matter. They legitimately didn't matter. That one woman and the one dude that we saw at the very beginning and we continue to see until the end, they didn't matter in terms of the plot, but they were there in order for you to get what's happening from an audience standpoint, from like someone that lives in this planet and is part of the audience of this political bullshit that is happening. So you get that, you get to see what that is. And in the first part, it was almost like they were reacting to the episode like we were, because they were watching the Doctor and all these rebels run away, and they were like, oh, look at them go. Like, that one is my favorite with the funny clothing. And I'm just like, they are reacting to a Doctor Who episode right now. That's kind of funny, actually. That's really meta. I love that shit. But like, okay, so the ideas that this sets up is that, so whenever I do a classic episode, it's always weird because immediately it begins, and for like the first like 5 to 10 minutes, I'm like, I did not register anything that was just said. Like, I'm just like, I'm not reading subtitles because there's none. It's just audio, and I'm not processing all of it. And I think they're talking about some political shit, but I'm not following. But then as it goes on, it develops further, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm getting what they're setting up here. I'm getting what they're doing, and I liked it a lot because it's like, okay, we have this planet, Varos, and like, they have a very rare resource, a metal, I think, that it's crucial to time machines. And this is something weird because I think that they said on part 1, it's like, you need us because you're not gonna find anyone else that like needs use for their like time craft ships or whatever. Nobody else is gonna buy this material but us. So that to me tells me that they should be aware that time machines are a thing. So when they didn't believe Perry, it was like a little bit like, really? I mean, sure, but like, whatever. Sure. Maybe they didn't say that. Maybe I just misunderstood it. But that's what I thought I heard. So I was like, they should believe that the TARDIS is a time machine then. So it was weird when it didn't. But anyway, when I heard that, I was like, the Doctor's gonna hook them up with the Gallifreyans, and the Gallifreyans are gonna be like, yo, We need your material. And then a better deal was going to be worked out, and then the planet is going to prosper. But no, that didn't happen at the end, but that's fine. So let's focus on what, like, the setting is really cool, because it is this planet, they have this rare material, nobody wants this material, because it has a rare use. So the only people that give a shit about this material is this one asshole Jabba the Hutt motherfucker. And he's just the grossest asshole ever, and he doesn't give a shit about anything, and he's just like, I'm gonna buy it for the cheapest price possible, we Gucci. And also the people living the people that are kind of in charge of Varos there are also just down with this. They don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, I just want to do some test subject experimentation, and the other dude is just like an asshole, I guess. So I guess it's more like a tradition thing, because the thing is that they have been doing this thing of Varos for generations. Like, this is just the way things have always been. Like, these people buy this material from us, cheapest price. Our society is awful because of it, but it's the way it's always been. So we don't care. We just accept it for what it is. And there is this rebellion of some people that we had in the crew. We had the dude, the really skinny dude that kind of looked like the boy at the beginning before I saw his face. And the woman who was with them, they were like rebels, and they were like, this sucks. This is terrible. Why should we be torturing and executing people live on TV so everyone can see, just for entertainment, so people can forget about their miserable lives? Like, why should we be doing that? It's like, that's bad. And like the entire way this society works is bad. Like, they show how the governor is someone that is just like, he gets thrown into the role. Like, people don't actually want to be governors. People are just being thrown into the role. And then they're just going to do whatever they can do. But they can do nothing because they realize how stupid the whole situation is. So eventually, people just vote him to die. And it's not because he's bad. It's just because they're like, fuck, just kill this guy already. Like, who gives a shit? Bring in someone else. You know, like, that's it. That's literally it. And because the way the society works is just fucked. To a core degree, to the way people work, the way people have developed, it's just fucked. But it's the way it's always been for hundreds of years, so sure, you know, that's just how it works. It makes sense. So then, that makes the ending so much more satisfactory, because they laid up, and especially with those two random people, the woman and the dude, that were just like conduits for you to understand what society is like. Especially by seeing them, it's like, yeah, when the ending hits, it's like, we freed the society by changing it. Because we just took out the people that were doing the bad stuff, that were just following the old guard, the way the rules have always been tradition. And one of them, or like maybe all of them, understood how fucked it was, but they just didn't give a shit, because they have no value in human life. And like, they even touched on that a little bit. Like, the government was like, what's happening to you? Why are you crying? It's like, oh, you're grieving. Sorry, I forgot. That's something that happens. And it's like, oh, that's rough. And like, I like that. And there were a couple people that were throughout the episode that were like doing stuff that they were supposed to do, and then they realized, this is wrong. We should change it. And at the beginning, we had the one guard dude that helped the wife and the dude that the doctor freed at the beginning. He helped him out, and then he immediately died. But he had a change of heart a little bit. Then we had the government, who also changed his mind, and he just became a massive bro. And then we had the other, like, yeah, the other dude at the end that saved the government by shooting the machine, who also had a change of heart after he realized how fucked this system is. So I like that. I like that we have several moments where it's like, the system is fucked. Is essentially, we're being slaved to death by this one guy, this fucking corporation for generations, that our entire society is fucked because of it. All of it is fucked because of it. Everything that we consider normal, that we are desensitized to it, is fucked because of that. We should change that. Like, why don't we change that? And all of them eventually got to the point of like, yeah, we should probably change it. And they did. And at the end of the episode, like that's what I love. It's the fact that the governor eventually survived, and he was like, okay, so we're changing all of this. And then at the end, I like those two characters were like, so no more executions. No more, like, we're not just gonna chase people off for crimes and shit anymore. Because, like, that's also the thing, is that the dude pressed both no buttons and also pressed them twice. So the woman was like, oh, they're gonna come for you now because you broke a rule. You pressed the button twice and also pressed the button for someone else. You broke rules. They're gonna come for you and you're gonna die. And the dude was like, oh my god. And then at the end, it's like, we're not killing anyone anymore. We're done with that shit. So then the dude was like, oh my god, I'm good. And then the woman was, all of them were like, we're good. What do we do now? And then they look at the TV, and the TV is like, it's just white noise. Like, it's it. Like, there's no more. So then it's like, we're free to just go out and do shit. We can just go and do shit, right? And I like that so much. It's like, this society exploited for resources, just all... This entire planet exploited for resources, and all of society that was built because of that fact has been fucked, and it's just been that way since forever. So naturally, people are just used to it, and now they're free, and now they're like, "What do we do now? Like, we can just do stuff now, huh?" And I like that moment. I like that moment so much. Like, it's so satisfactory. But anyway, so at the beginning of the episode starts, and the Doctor is like, all right, so the Doctor is fucked. And so, okay, let's talk about the Sixth Doctor, because this is the first Sixth Doctor story I'm watching fully, and the first one I'm watching on the channel. So so I already kind of knew what the Sixth Doctor was like. This episode cemented that, and it made it better even, because, like, I actually did like the way he carried himself. He was very snarky, and I actually do like that. Like, a couple of dudes just fell into an acid pool and they melted away into the depths. And the Doctor just grabbed his coat and he was like, don't mind if I don't join you. And then he just walked away. It's like, sure. It very, very much reminds me of, like, Series 8 Peter Capaldi, when he kind of didn't give a shit, you know? Like, and, like, I feel like this Doctor also doesn't give a shit. But he's also, like, kind of an asshole about it. He's sarcastic, he's snarky, and I like that he was like an entitled child at the beginning. Like, when the Doctor stopped working, he was like, well, we're done. And Perry was like, but Doctor, you can't just give up. Like, it's gonna be fine. And he's like, no, we're done. You're dead. And she was like, so I'm just dead then? And he's like, yeah, you're dead. But that's fine. Like, yours is not as worse as me, because you're just gonna get old and you're gonna die. Me, I'm just gonna get old and then I'm gonna regenerate and then I'm gonna get old again and I'm just gonna keep going until I'm out of lives. So it's worse. And I'm just like, oh my god, Doctor. Like, he just gave up immediately. He was like, well, we're done. That's it. And then it's like, no, we're safe. Like, we have enough time to do a job, and we go to the planet that has the material that we need, and it's like, yeah, we fixed the whole thing. Like, that's good. But, like, and then Perry was like, I found the manual for the TARDIS, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds really important, actually. And she's just like, I found the manual for the TARDIS, and Doctor was like, yeah, I tried reading it once. They just give up. He's like, and Perry's like, Doctor, read it. Like, maybe you can find a solution or whatever. He's like, well, maybe. Just to pass the time. Might as well, I guess. And then it starts working and all that stuff. But, like, everything that he did or said, it felt very much like... I did like him. I did like that personality, actually, a lot. So, it very much reminded me of, like, Series 8 Peter Capaldi. Like, I'm remembering, like, Into the Dalek. Remember that episode? Second Capaldi episode? I guess this is, like, the third episode with the Sixth Doctor as well, isn't it? Right. Is it? Because I think it was the Twin Dilemma, and then it was whatever one was before this one. Season 22 Doctor Who. So, Season 22. Was it 22? Yeah. So, Season 22, it started with Attack of the Cybermen and then Vengeance on Varos. Previous season was the Fifth Doctor season. Yeah, so the Twin Dilemma. So we had Twin Dilemma, Attack of the Cybermen, and then Vengeance of Varos. So it is the third story with the Sixth Doctor. So it is early Sixth Doctor. And yeah, it reminded me a lot of Peter Capaldi Doctor in Series 8, because in Into the Dalek, he was also just like, people were dying left and right, and he was like super disrespectful about it. Like, he didn't give a shit. And like, that one dude that took a, like, the doctor gave him a pill, and he's like, you're gonna be fine. And then he took a pill, and then he got disintegrated, and he was like, well, he was dead already, I was saving us. And then when they got thrown into like the goop thing, and then it was like, this is disintegrating people, and everyone's like, oh my god, so it's that dude that just died here? And he's like, yeah, top layer, if you want to say some goodbyes or whatever. And then they were like, how can you say shit like that? And I was like, what? I don't get it. It's like, it's very much like that. It's reminded me a lot of him, probably more than any other Doctor. This is probably the most similar to Peter Capaldi Doctor we have, which is a good thing, because he was my favorite. But the way he became my favorite was via the development that he got in 9 and then Series 10. So I'm not sure if Colin Baker gets to have that luxury, sadly. But at the very least, I'm really liking what they did with him immediately. Like, I actually did enjoy that a lot. So, and by the way, I started doing the reaction for like a little bit, but like, his goat was kind of growing on me as I was watching the episode. Like, I was like, you know what, that looks kind of okay. Like, it's not too bad actually. Like, I would wear that shit for fun. You know what? I would. I don't give a shit. So yeah, like, as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty alright. It's growing on me. It's pretty cool actually. So yeah, I like how the first episode ended, where they just go, all right, cut it here. Dun, 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 dun. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I really like that. Like, a lot of the things that the first episode in particular did felt a little bit very meta, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy whenever they do meta shit in the show. It's pretty good. I mean, they don't do it often, but that's how it felt like a little bit, a couple times here, and I enjoy that. You know? I enjoy that a lot. Like, the most interesting part of this episode, it's essentially the like, political drama and the liberation story for this world, for this society. Because, like, I feel like they did like an amazing job at laying out what this society is like, what this world is like, and then it's like, all right, now we're gonna fix it, and they did at the end. Maybe it felt like it was a little bit rushing how they fixed it, and I would have preferred if the Doctor hooked them up with the Time Lords, I assume. But I think that was great anyway. I think that was amazing, the way they set up how society itself works and how the people feel by giving you pretty good insight into several characters within the society, including the governor. And it's like, then we're gonna change things. We're gonna change them for the better. And then you get to see the characters being like, we're good now. Because they never knew what a society that wasn't that was like. So now it is, and it's like, oh my god, what do we do? And then the TV is just off. We're just free to do whatever. Awesome, you know? Like, I love that so much. I really enjoy that. Like, that's definitely my favorite thing of the episode, my favorite part of the episode. Yeah, it was just great. Perry was pretty good. So there was this one scene where they just so they were gonna hang the Doctor and the other dude, the Resistance dude, because they're men. The woman was just gonna threw them into a cellular mutation transmogrification system experiment. So Perry got turned into a bird, and then the other chick got turned into a gross alien scaly shit that resembled the fucking Jabba the Hutt dude. What the fuck was that about? Why was that like that? I didn't like that. That was weird. Like it didn't last long. They fixed it and it was like, yeah, you're good now. But it's like, why was it like that? Why did we have to do that? That was a little bit weird. Why did we split it by gender too? It was odd. But anyway, that sounds like awful torture. And I like that the dude, the gardener was like, all right, so after I die, please kill Perry so she doesn't have to go through that shit again. Please just do that. That would be better, actually. So, all right. That was a weird thing that happened. I just remembered it. That was odd, but sure. Oh, another thing that I really like was how confident this doctor was a couple times. And kind of like a little shit. Like, there was that moment when they were about to get hanged, and the gardener is like, anything you want to say, doctor? And the doctor is like, yeah, what's that, dude? What's he about? And it's like, he's buys our shit. And then he's like, yeah, sure, okay. Nothing else? No, just wanted to know that for now. And it's like, you're gonna die after this. It's like, yeah, I'm good. And then when he finally gets hung, it's like, wait a second. And the gardener, I knew you were gonna say something. And it's like, yeah, I know how to save your planet. I can tell you how much that shit is worth. And then he's like, okay, I'm hearing. And then the lever gets forced, and then they got hanged, but the hanging is not actually a hanging, it was a stage. And he was like, yeah, this is the way we interrogate a lot of people, actually. So then the doctor was like, I actually knew that because that camera wasn't rolling. You weren't live broadcasting. An execution would be being broadcast, so I just figured this was all staged anyway. I just said what you wanted me to say, but it's the truth anyway. So, like, that was really good. It was like a triple mind game. It was pretty fun. A lot of the things this episode did were really fun. Like, I actually really enjoyed them. I'm wondering if the format of 2 40-minute episodes actually helped, because I think I enjoy the 2 40 minutes episodes format more than I enjoy the 4 25 minutes one. I mean, it's not always 4, but most of the time I guess it is. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 3, we don't know. But like, I feel like I enjoy 2 40 minutes episodes more than I enjoy the multiple like 4 episodes, because I feel like it's just like a lot of build up for like the first 2 and like 2 cliffhanger. Like we need to make cliffhangers. Well, I feel that if we have 2 40 minutes ones, it's like we have like a full half of the story that sets up everything, and then the second half is just like, all right, resolution. Just resolution left and right. Conflict and resolution. So I like that. And the first half also has conflict. It all usually ends with a cliffhanger conflict. And then the second part resolves that, and then it's like, all right, and then we do all this crazy shit, and then we resolve the whole plot, the whole storyline. It all comes together, and it just feels good, Like, that's why Series 9 of the modern era of Doctor Who was my favorite, aside from Peter Capaldi being awesome and the stories being awesome, but also because, like, every story in that fucking season was a 2-parter, say 1 episode, which was the worst episode in the season, and then the remaining 3 were a 3-parter. So it was like, that's fucking good shit, man. So yeah, I really like this classic watch. I really like Vengeance on Varos. I feel like I liked it more than Tomb of the Cybermen. I mean, is that a fair comparison? Because one of them aired in like what, 1967, and the other one aired in like 1980. It's 4 or 5, so it's like, I don't know if that is a fair comparison because a lot of time happened in between those two, but like I like that one a lot. I'm trying to put it in like, how much did I enjoy that compared to other classic episodes that I've seen, and it's up there. Like, I don't want to throw, like, because I don't even remember which ones I've seen, but like, I really enjoy this episode more than a lot of other ones that I've seen. I don't think I enjoyed more than Spearheads from Space. Did I enjoy it more than Genesis of the Daleks? Genesis was a while ago. It was like a year ago, so I don't remember very well, so I don't think that is a fair comparison either. But this, like, that should put into perspective how much I enjoyed this episode, by the way. And it's entirely because of, like, how they set up the the like social landscape and the society, and then we just fix it, and that was great. And I just think that was awesome. And some of the characters working here were awesome. Like the governor was awesome. The dude that we convinced at the end, it's like all that was just great. And I actually did really enjoy the Sixth Doctor. So this was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, man, I want to watch more of Sixth Doctor now. Like I feel like I say that every time. I want to watch more. And then I can't because I have to do this reaction, so I can't just go and watch episodes on my own because you never know. But yeah, man, like with the Third Doctor, I'm like, I want to go back and watch the shit now. Dude, I want to watch all of Trial of a Time Lord, which is next season, right? I want to watch all of it. Like, I want to do, like, one time, I'm just going to go full in, and I'm just going to watch every serial in that fucking season. How many series would that be? I think it was like 4, right? So we could do that. We're not going to do it right now because we have a rotation going, remember? But we could do that at some point. Okay, so speaking of the rotation, by the way, in case you don't know this, I'm doing a rotation of how I'm going to watch all these classic serials because I'm watching one of them a month. And last month was Tomb of the Cybermen. Before that, I think was Greatest Show in the Galaxy, which I loved. And before that was Spearhead from Space. Before that was... what was that? Yeah, before... okay, so this is the rotation. But before that, I think I watched 2 First Doctor ones with 10th Planet and The Invasion of Earth. And then I also watched Genesis. This was a while ago. But with Spearhead, I started the rotation. And I essentially made a poll, and whichever one the poll was the one that I watched, which was Spearhead, and everything else in order I watch after Spearhead. So that list is coming to an end on next episode, next month, which is going to be Kinda from the Fifth Doctor. The reason why I picked that one is because I already watched a couple of Fifth Doctor stories that are usually considered like really good. So I was like, what is something that I haven't seen? And there's a couple. There's like Modern Undead. I think it's one of them that people have recommended a lot. But then I look at Kinda, and I've heard people saying, yo, Kinda's fucking weird. And I was like, I want to know what that's about. And then other people were like, Kinda's terrible, don't watch it. And I'm like, oh, now I really want to know what that's about. Now I really want to know. Because I don't necessarily want to watch like the best episodes. I want to watch the episodes people talk about. Like, I want to know. So if you tell me, oh, Kinda sucks, don't watch that one, I'm like, now I really want to watch it, actually. So I'm going to go in. So I'm watching Kinda next month. And because a lot of people were like, Kinda sucks, I'm going to be watching another Fifth Doctor story immediately after Kinda to start the next rotation. And then the rotation is going to cover 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th Doctors. After that second story that I watched from the Fifth Doctor, and it might be Modern Undead because that is one that people have recommended a lot, but that's just the one that I'm thinking about right now. There's a couple other ones. I'll figure it out. Next episode that we do a classic, I'll tell you which ones I'm watching, and I'm gonna make a poll, and you're gonna be able to vote on that poll. But yeah, we're reaching the end of the rotation, and leave me a comment on this video right now if you watch all of this. Leave me a comment letting me know which classic Doctor Who stories should I be watching next for every single classic Doctor. Every single one of them, okay? I think for the 7th, I'm going to be watching Battlefield just because I really want to watch Battlefield. I don't think I have anything clear for anyone else, though. So leave me a comment for any of the others. Which story would you like me to watch? So 1st Doctor, 2nd Doctor, 3rd Doctor, 4th Doctor, 5th Doctor, 6th Doctor. Especially like 6th Doctor, I got nothing on what I should be watching with him. 5th Doctor, I have a couple names. 4th Doctor, actually no, scratch that. 4th Doctor, I already decided which episode I'm gonna be watching, and it's gonna be. What was the name of that fucking episode? I got it. Okay, I got it. Just hold on. This is just for the suspense. Don't worry about it. It's not like I forgot. It's TARDIS Wiki. What was that? Who was it again? He was the Brain of Mobius. I actually didn't look it up. You can hear that I didn't type anything. I was getting ready to type and I didn't type anything. My keys are a lot of shit. You can hear that. That's what it sounds like when I'm typing. So I didn't type anything. The Brain of Mobius. We're gonna be watching The Brain of Mobius. For the Fourth Doctor for sure. Because that is now super relevant. I finished series 12 of Doctor Who the other day. Last week. So Brain of Mobius it is. We're watching Brain of Mobius for the Fourth Doctor, and I'm actually going to be watching that immediately after the Fifth Doctor story. Fuck you. So we're going to be watching, next month we're watching Kinda, so that would be June, right? So June we're watching Kinda. July we're watching another Fifth Doctor story, that is to be determined, and on August we're watching Brain of Mobius. Okay? That's how that schedule is going to work. And then September, I have no idea. Well, now this is disheartening because now I'm planning like 4 months ahead. I shouldn't do that. But okay, June? Yeah, June is Kinda. July, tell me which Fifth Doctor story you want me to watch. But tell me a story for every single Classic Doctor because I need to make a poll. When I make the poll, you'll see which ones I picked. But until then, we're good. And you know now, I'm watching Battlefield, I'm watching Brain of Mobius, and I'm watching Kinda. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not necessarily in that order. There's going to be a Fifth Doctor story before Mobius, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So anyway, until then, that was it for this reaction to a classic Doctor Who episode. It was a little bit chaotic, this discussion. I didn't know what the fuck to say, but it was pretty enjoyable. I had a good time watching this. And yeah, Colin Baker was awesome, man. Like, Sixth Doctor deserved better. Like, I can just tell you right now, he deserved better than just get shafted after 2 seasons, didn't even get a generation scene. Like, come on, it was pretty good. So yeah, with that said, thanks for being here, and see you next month. Alright everyone, that was it for this reaction to a classic Doctor Who episode. If you would like to see other stuff that I do, not next one, there's stuff on Patreon, as well as the channel. You can subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. I also have a Patreon. You can throw money at me for no reason. You can do that. You shouldn't though. But yeah, at the end of the day, just thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time, okay? Take care.